feel good. And definitely sanking on Jerax was probably what opened most people's eyes to how good he actually plays.
This combo as well, Jerax on the sanking and Trixie on the Tide, when they, it was probably one of the best sanking performances I've ever seen.
It's the 1-2 combo, right?
Yeah.
At the same time, I feel like sanking is a kind of a higher variance hero, if you will, because you guys talked about that amazing first blood. At the same time, let's say sanking dies once or twice, or doesn't get his jungle stacked as well as he wants to.
Yeah.
He can be a fairly slow support in terms of putting himself into the game, right? You could just kind of walk around with 10-15 minutes without Blink Dagger and not be a part of the game.
True.
So, you know, I think the first 5 to 6 minutes is going to be where Jerax needs to do his most work, whether getting those first bloods or stacking his jungle.
He loves to rotate, like he loves to go around lanes, and like me and Bruno were talking yesterday, and he got like 7 games in a row. He was either he got first blood or like directly involved with it.
Yeah, that is that is pretty impressive considering the fact that the enemy team could also be the ones to get first blood, right? It's not just the fact that you out of your team, it's you out of 10 players are in it. Yeah, he has secured the most, or created most first bloods in this tournament so far. There's no doubt. Like, I don't even need to look at a stat because it's probably pretty convincingly the most.
Yeah, 4FC has scouted out the high ground war that EG just
Sounds like 4FC to me. Not actually 4FC.
4ASC.
Thank you.
I say the same thing.
It's tough.
You know, Finstack is just easy.
Or anchors, anchormen.
The Finnish team.
The Finnish team.
The Finns.
The anchors.
Yeah.
The anchors, yeah. Okay.
And people get confused because there is actually a team called the Finstack, but I mean, a lot of Finnish teams have throughout the time of Dota been referred to as Finstack, no matter if they have that as their name or not. So a team using the name Finstack kinda hogs all the Finnish team's name, I feel. A little bit greedy, a little bit greedy.
Okay, this is a beautiful combo. The Nightmare into the...
Is Trixie dead?
Static Link.
I don't think so.
It's gonna do a lot of damage.
Yeah, he got the Anchor Smash and then walk away. But
he doesn't have a salve, so it'll take him a while to regen up.
Yeah, not the best start for him. And he still has creeps pushing, so Trixie should maybe just rotate and do some stack on the Ancients. Of course, he missed this first timing. But
look at Valix, just pulling Fear out of lane completely.
Oh, it's the Puck against Viper matchup once again.
God. Fear is probably having nightmares about earlier.
Fear's like, do I really have to do this once again? PPD. I guess, you know, in the end, he really crushed in that
didn't die.
game.
Like, even the amount of pressure Fear was under, he just kind of stood strong and didn't die. Like that.
He's proving himself very, very solid. Jerax is zoning people with Sandstorm. Kind of cute to see.
Hey man, no sentries.
So he's gone kind of different in this game. He's decided not to roam as much.
Yeah, well, they already stacked once as well. I expect he won't roam that much on a sanking, because you want to get the jungling going. That's really important.
Okay.
Universe trying to pull the creeps out of the neutral camp here, doing a good job switching the aggro. Gets one creep at least, and they might even go in and punch a little bit here, stealing the camp.
Dude, PPD coming here to disrupt the pool, and who's gonna get the DD Nightmare for a double damage?
PPD? Oh, he doesn't have boots though, so he can't really walk with the same pace as the Tidehunter. Tide's gonna be fine in the end, walking away.
Bane with DD is like the scariest thing in the world.
Oh,
He's so fast. Like 315 movement speed?
Yeah, I mean, base on paper, on paper, I think Bane is one of the best heroes in Dota, just by his stats, his movement speed, his damage, his armor is good as well.
His attack animation is pretty good.
Yeah, and if you get all your spells out correctly, I think he has massive impact as well. But he's kind of hard to execute. Like getting a full channel off can be difficult.
Jerax pretending to stun.
He doesn't have stun though.
Yeah, exactly.
So it's like fake stun. Yeah.
Well, I mean, they saw the Sandstorm. He's still level 1. So.
Yeah, the walk-in. Universe did jump away in fear though, so.
I mean, that's the only thing they really wanted to force, you know.
Yeah.
I trade my jump for your jump.
Jerax could be getting more farm here if he focused on himself, but he really does not want Matumbaman to get into trouble in this lane, because ETM Void is a pretty tough lane to dominate for a Skywrath Slark alone.
Look what Fireback Zai is playing. And he just he bought 3 clarities at the start of the game. He's like, okay, I'm just gonna sit at the tower and I'm gonna spam this.
So he has been using up all the clarities?
Yeah, he used all 3 clarities.
A lot of aggression. And all the tangos are gone on the Skywrath as a result of that as well. So no regen for him.
The Centaur
Oh, the
steal.
steal. Trixie, so cheeky. And he also gets the disjoint on a pull. PPD wanted to pull to the big camp.
That'll push the wave.
Yeah.
No wonder.
Um,
He's just taking the whole creeper.
yeah, he's just running away with it. I mean,
Come, creeps.
taking the money and leaving, right?
Okay, so Fear has had a bit of practice against Viper. He's not doing as badly as the last time.
True. Also, this time he hasn't been under pressure from an extra hero.
Yeah, the roaming Earthshaker we saw. That.
Exactly. So this time a little bit more fair matchup, and you know, Puck does fairly well against most heroes, but Viper is a pain. Definitely is a pain, especially with the 3 points into corrosive skin now.
Every time you shoot out the orb, like Valix is gonna run into it nearly.
Yeah, you need to time your phase shift, but he did do that really well in some clutch team fights as well.
Yeah.
Now Jax has finally proceeded to run into jungle and try to farm up with the Sandstorm.
Yeah, nothing has been happening for like 4 minutes. I want to say in broad theory, like it favors EG because they need level 6s pretty badly to start fighting the Coil, the Fiend Script, the Chrono.
They also have a jungler as well. Like they
Well, the
have,
jungler hasn't been jungling until now, so I guess the Fin stack hasn't been able to benefit from that, but they are starting to do so.
Yeah. But of course, as soon as you have level 2 on Sandstorm is when you really start killing off camps in the jungle.
Did you see what Zai is doing? He's trying to block camps with the, or at least scout with the Spirit. Oh. Tumberman.
Oh, he doesn't have pulse. He's going
That's
down
first
here.
blood.
Yeah.
How?
Universe.
Universe and Zai finding the opening here on top lane. That is a big kill as well, getting a little bit of stoppage on this Slark.
That's a pretty rare mistake in the sense that a lot of supports will just run away when you pounce or try to tray ineffectively, but the briefcase, man.
Yeah.
That's Fear.
Here on the mid lane taking a lot of damage. Oh, can he break the coil to deal the damage? He actually... Oh, okay, he bottled up a lot.
Yeah.
That would have been clutch.
That would have been the next level kill.
Yeah.
But GG with the rotation, coming in mid, hitting away a little bit, but not enough to kill. Even if he landed a plasma field, Viper would have lived there, so better just run back.
He's very low now.
Yeah, he is. And the stun to snatch the bounty rune. He takes the gold.
Jarek's second
Dude,
best.
the briefcase, though, look at that.
Yeah. Staple gun though, or briefcase?
It's a briefcase.
Actually briefcase?
Actually briefcase.
Okay.
I will have no debate.
Staple gun.
Can't hear Bruno.
Bruno says it's a staple gun. So mixed opinions. But Void is doing really well on the offlane now. Obviously he's behind the Slark in last hits, but after killing him once, you have power threats already, and you're closing up on level 6. That's the bigger thing. If you can get your level 6 on Void,
Universe is so good at this.
yeah, there's kill potential. Pulling the creeps under a tower here by some aggro pulling onto the Slark, just so you can maybe get some farm, but so the Skywrath being here, you have to be so careful.
Well, I think the danger of having your Void level 6 in conjunction with Zai's nuke, you need a puck to TP in and suddenly you get a kill.
Yeah,
So that puts a lot of pressure on Montamba, man.
it does. Zai has scouted out this big stack, the triple stack here by Jerax, but he's not here to steal experience right now,
He's on the
but
way.
he's running
like,
back.
I'm coming.
Oh, look at his experience. He's at 88. How much can he steal? Already 163.
Oh, he's not stealing anymore.
Needs
Oh, he's
to work
going to
steal?
steal. That's it.
Yeah, he does soak up the experience. Gets from 88 to 222, taking a lot away from Jerax.
Although I think Jirax cares more about the gold.
Yeah, that's true.
Anything else.
Yeah, but the Elder Titan man, he cares about levels.
That's true.
Happiness right there. PPD being very effective on bottom lane meanwhile, just pulling a lot of creeps into the big camp. And how is Tide doing really?
He's just stacking. He's
Yeah.
been sitting here stacking. He has mana boots, which is pretty good considering the lane.
Yeah. It's a tough lane on bottom for sure, and it should be complete free farm for RTZ on this lane. So.
He rotated mid quite early to try and save Fear.
And other than that, I don't think he has missed any last hits really on this lane.
If you watch Universe on Void now, he bought a smoke and he's like, right,
Solo gank time?
it's time, boys.
Well,
Yeah.
I don't think you solo kill anybody, but
Yeah,
But
but
he goes bottom with a
oh,
TP.
he's teaming up with PPD
Oh.
the thing is, whichever lane he ganks for,
behind the tower gank.
they have a lot of damage on those lanes.
Yeah,
Dyer's bottom
On the top
tower
lane, though,
is
looks
under
like-
attack.
Zai perhaps a little bit trouble. Jump
yeah,
in,
he's gonna die.
barely gonna hit.
Yeah, but at the same time, this Tidehunter, little does he know. Oh, Trixie, the sixth sense, trying to run away, still should go down here though. But with the nukes, since the nukes come in as well, he does go down. And that's going to be a lot of damage to a tower at least.
2-0 on Void.
Yeah, Universe, I mean, showing off exactly why people respect him as one of the strongest Voids, knowing that he can get a kill as soon as he has level 6.
I was watching him in the lane, and every time the Skyrat ulti would come, he'd switch to thread, switch to strength, and then when he, like, instantly after he'd last hit on agility. Like,
yeah, thread switching, man,
yeah,
it's beautiful.
It's so good.
Shane, I've been telling you to do that for years.
I do it when, sometimes.
Oh, bottom, they want to go for this.
Well, Burrow Strike's gonna come through, the sleep ends, and here comes Boogie to silence out. They're gonna get Universe, I believe. He's not gonna magic stick up. Oh, he jumps away!
Oh no.
Meanwhile, the Razor comes in. He's going to try to clean up. There is no more mana for Burrow Strike. Trixie, a lot of trouble. He dies a second time. Jirax runs away. He's going to clarity back up. He needs to buy that dagger. He's so close to it.
Please, mercy.
Okay, he needs to buy TP and get out.
No.
That works too.
No, you can't stay. And Arteezy, what? No, what? Oh, he sees him.
Okay, Sats.
Oh. He was actually like 5 gold away?
Yeah.
Okay.
I would have been the risk-averse player and TP'd out. Never mind, actually he TP into the fight, so there was no TP out.
The position he actually stood in was really smart because he didn't want to go right to the bottom because he knew Arteezy would do the plasma field and it would do the max damage at the bottom.
Yeah, so he was trying to be as effective as possible and not using Sandstorm because that would just reveal immediately that, hey, I am here. Of course, that could have dodged a right click, but still should have gone and killed. But that was very ambitious by 4ASC, and the Skywrath got away with like under 10 HP as well to the Razor, so I think that could have ended up being
Imagine if Trixie was level 6 though.
Yeah, it could have been worse, and they did lose 2 heroes and the tower. Yeah, if the Tide was level 6, that would have been amazing.
Yeah.
I guess their reasoning was, we TP in, we try to kill one guy, you will get level 6 on Tidehunter when he dies, and then, you know, maybe they didn't plan that long, but that would have been how it would have played out anyway. The end, EG 4-1. Very big start for them here.
They always just come ahead just like passively, but just farming as well. You know what I mean? Like sure they got some kills, but they're a team that just really take advantage of everything.
And Puck also farming up a big stack now in the jungle here, so he will have his Blink Dagger after this. All these creeps, there's a lot of gold to be gained.
You wish you had supports like this in your game,
dear God, I would be unstoppable. So much gold. Zai, and of course PPD has also been very active jungling and stacking.
They have another smoke on PPD, and Chronosphere is up again.
Yeah, maybe just never stop, never surrender, but Void is farming top now, so if he runs away, it's going to be very obvious.
Blink Burrow Strike to start the fight for fear. The silence is going to come through. Okay. He's actually dead.
He did purchase before, though.
Yeah, he had a Blink Dagger, yeah.
So he didn't get stopped at least, but it's still a kill, and you know, this is what you want to have happen when you have your Blink Dagger ready on Sanking. Find those ganks.
When you play Slark in this game, do you go for the same build, like all the stat items? Like,
no, he did go for the Midas, should be mentioned at first.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
So he understands that when we don't play with Centaur, the game is different.
It's longer.
Exactly, it's longer, and it's not the non-stop fighting with Stampede. So I still think the Blink into Scotty is proven the most effective.
Even against Elder Titan?
Even against ET, I think. You could also opt to go for something like later Assault Cuirass or Vladimir's even.
Yeah, Vlad's.
But I still think the Scotty does so much for you. Just for the chase, really.
You can maybe Basher instead.
Alright, a solo smoke going up top. A very easy kill if they get the chrono off.
Yeah. Blink into Vlad's Basher would not be that bad, I think.
Yeah. Oh, Matumba Man, they spot him.
Yeah, and Matumba Man always notices. Yeah, that's also a thing to be said.
He must just stare at the screen.
I think his eyes, whenever he's moving somewhere, his eyes are just going like, okay, is my hero moving slower or not? Or maybe just looking at the
status bar,
movement speed status.
No, the passive. Like the thing disappears.
Yeah, you can see that as well, of course. I think the easiest thing to notice though is your hero just moving slower.
Usually when I'm moving though, I'm not watching my hero. Like if I'm moving through the jungle like that, I'm looking at where around the map and like seeing, okay.
Either way, I don't think I've seen him walk by a ward without realizing it's there, pretty much ever. And that's really one of the strengths, I guess, of a Stark player who plays it a lot. Pays attention to this always.
Okay, so the supports from 4ASC are actually quite high level, except for like Jarex has got a lot of farm in the jungle, and he's the same level as the offlane Void.
Yeah, he is. Well, offlane Void, he is a monster right now. He has Treads and Mask of Madness and
Okay.
Solo kill attempt, but he was under the vision of a ward, I believe.
Well, now they would know. He's already pinging it out. There's a ward.
Yeah, but that ward has done its job. It's dying in 28 seconds anyway.
Yeah.
Matumba Man playing a little bit more careful now, as he knows there are a lot of people up here, or at least there's a lot of people who are not on mid lane.
Yeah, we're seeing a very different method of controlling the Slark. Just having the Void constantly off the map. Or at least within the vicinity, drop Chrono. Because at this point, if you get Chrono, you're dead.
Yeah, because it's so easy to just Chrono and then follow up with a Fiend Script before you can do anything. They want to go.
Oh, here we go. They need to jump away. The drum's going to get activated.
Yeah, Mech is also finished on Viper, so they're really in fighting shape. And meanwhile, on bottom, Skywrath is just looking. He doesn't have the level 6 yet, though. Elsie could have gone for a solo kill, even on a level 10 hero. If you get your level 6 here, this could be a solo kill. He has it.
Oh, meanwhile, they're making a jump on the ET top.
Nice.
ET gets Nightmare. The grip's gonna come through. The Ravage is gonna cancel the grip though. Here comes the Chrono. It's gonna be on 3. Jirax is gonna be the target. The mech comes through. So he's gonna be able to Burrow Strike. It looks like the Mystic Flare completely misses. Focusing on the Void. They get the Void kill. Matumba Man keeps on chasing. He gets Nightmared. And looks like the Nightmare will get Toggle. Unfortunately, Matumba Man out of mana at this point. On the back line, looks like Puck was able to get 1 kill. No leap from Matumba Man. Getting the Fiend Script on is huge.
As well.
Trixie trying to run away on the right side. He's going to get coiled. Straight up TP is going to die.
Yeah, plenty of damage there. Nice fight in the end by EG, but you could see how well 4ASC also fought in that. I just think they were in a slightly worse position there. The clutch Shadow Dance going off before the Chrono. Also Jarex stunning away on the Razor. Everything was done very well, but I think they were in a tougher spot.
The static link on the Viper is pretty huge as well. Like,
it is a big counter.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Also, they kind of had to commit the Ravage just to save Matumba Man there.
Yeah.
So fighting before they have Slark Blink kind of makes it so they have to help him out a bit, it feels like. So let him just farm that, and then I think 4ASC could go for stronger fights.
Yeah, a big part of Matumba Man being unable to do anything there was the Fiend Script taking away all his mana. So he kind of just like...
That's very true.
Sat as like a big melee creep, just right-clicked.
Yeah. Without mana and without Blink, you're not that cocky as a Slark.
Yeah, here comes the gank. They just need to line up the Burrow Strike and an Ancient Seal. Oh, it looks like it was even a bit slower.
It was a bait.
That was very slow reaction also by
Fear.
Yeah, the Blink into Sandstorm.
It was to cancel his Blink Dagger and make him use the phase shift, I think.
Well, if he gets the phase shift off.
Yeah, if he phase shifts, he still can blink away. So I think, or actually,
no, he
wouldn't. Yeah, he wouldn't be able to. But I don't know, because Sandstorm still takes a little bit before it hits.
Yeah.
So instant phase shift would still save your blink.
But if he uses the...
It's not like an Iron Shell. Sandstorm is a little bit slower in its ticks.
Is under attack.
If he used the phase shift for the stun, it's way worse.
Yeah, true. True. Either way, I think it's pretty hard to phase shift a blink out of smoke into Sand King Burrow Strike.
Yeah.
Like, it's pretty immediate. I haven't seen any player like consistently doing it against my Sand King or any other Sand King really, unless it's a very slow stun.
Okay, let's have a look at
Pretty kind of slow game, and
it's
honestly, that's the
slow,
pace you want against a Slark, right?
The last game started out fairly slow as well. Like, it started out a little bit aggressive, but then at 9-9 kill score, it just evened out and went very...
Well, here's the thing, though. I think you'll remain slow. Sand King is trying to act in a role like a Centaur.
Yeah.
But I feel like 4ASC cannot fight nearly as aggressively because they don't have to disengage
Definitely not, yeah.
of the Centaur. So, no. That's a lucky blink from Matumba Man. I think he just want to blink. Oh, he needs to Dark Pack right now. Did he get it off? He did not. His mana's being drained, and he's gonna get silenced. Matumba Man gets blown up by 4
You know what that was? He was tunnel visioning his Midas there, because he might got the Midas off on the mud golem. Mid lane though. Are they gonna get a return kill here? Try
silence. No chrono. He wanted to get it off the offensive urge, trying to get it. Looks like Rudy's gonna get all of the spell. The mech's gonna come through. He's gonna try to walk away. Brain set from long range. Gonna get 2 kills.
Oh, but chasing the Viper as well. Just draining a bit of damage for the push. I think.
Just Ortiz saying, I have BKB, you can't do that much against me.
Yeah.
I can walk in as deep as I want.
Opposite.
Oh, definitely saying I have BKB.
Definitely saying I have BKB.
Dire's middle tower.
Maybe he was
is under
expecting a
attack.
Ravage.
Yeah, he was worried about Trixie maybe.
He doesn't have those god fingers, you know? Doesn't trust.
That was like, he's so impressive.
Yeah. That's true. Earlier today, we saw G just, you know, never getting ravaged. Just
Never.
Too fast.
He's a god.
You're gonna have to blink like right onto G, and he's still gonna.
He did it.
He's still
he
gonna.
did it when Tidal did blink.
Yeah, it was like 200 range away or something. But I mean, like you need actually blink
on
and
top
stand
of him.
on top of him.
Okay.
Yeah. And still, I think he might BKB that.
Is this the kind like when you play Slark in this kind of game?
Yeah.
You need an item. Oh, yeah, he has a blink dagger now. Do you need another item before you start being like as aggressive as Matumba Man usually is, or do you go now?
I would almost argue that just one ultimate orb does a lot for you. Because just the value you get out of it, having a little bit higher mana, a little bit higher HP, you can put on the aggression even more.
Yeah.
But I'm not sure if he wants to. I mean, let's just watch what he decides to do here. But
Would the point boost at first not be better in this game?
Maybe due to the Elder
Yeah,
Titan.
because of the other
Could be pretty decent, yeah.
But I mean, I think that the way that you're farming decently enough, you should just go for.
But Elder Titan is not really nerfing the ultimate orb build because, yeah, it's 10 stats to your agility and that's like 1.5 armor or something like that.
Yeah, but I'm saying like value for money kind of thing because you're under so much pressure right now.
Yeah.
And he has 1.2k gold. Like.
Well, as we previously said, I think the Vlad's into Basher is pretty high value, but
he doesn't have any inventory space though.
Oh, look at this smoke gang universe running around. He's gonna run into Boogie.
Well, I mean, this kill is like all right for 4ASC.
Oh, he's on low health.
Yeah, Chrono was committed to killing that support there.
I think the more important thing to be said is that EG has kept all their T1 up, and 4ASC is, first of all, taking fights in their own, like in the river or in their own jungle, so even if they win a fight, they can't really take down these T1. And secondly, that really makes it hard for Slark. He has a lot less room to work with. He's chasing a lot less.
Yeah.
I mean, this is a very slow game, and honestly...
It's a slow game, and Valix also picked up a Midas from behind here on his Viper after the mech.
Recognizing the pace. Like.
Yeah. He's like, this is not action, this is...
Farm.
Something I could sleep to.
Holy crap.
You know, maybe Fear should take a page out of FNG's playbook and get a Midas on that puck as well. It's like...
Yeah, or... Yeah, that's...
It is a slow game. Blinks forward here, sees the Bane, Bane could Nightmare himself. And looks like, yeah, Matumba Man respecting it. He's gonna come right back in. Dark Packs again. Nice dodge. He's gonna get gripped here. He's dead. Rap's gonna come through, but he's taking a ton of damage. There's no mech. They finally get the kill. He jumps to the south side. Can he make it home? He's regenning. There's a coil against Trixie. He makes it home as well. And now Valix in a lot of trouble here, taking out 3 heals next. But the epicenter comes in from 3. Jerax makes it happen. My goodness. Where's the Slark? Is he still engaging?
No, he TP'd out. He TP'd out and he's fine. So the only one to live is Zai, and he just watched as his team disappeared. Jesus, this is...
You hear Jerax saying, fight him, and that's the reason why.
Yeah. That's pretty much why he wanted to fight them, as you say. Very good positioning by the Sand King there to get that massive epicenter.
And you know what? Look at the vision area where that fight occurred. There is none. That's why like it's hard for both teams to take that fight, but obviously Sand King had the help of his allies. Doing Burrow Strike, man. PBD, gotta be careful.
He has to wake up Valix, but it's too far away as well.
Yeah.
So he can't do it. Oh, they're going
some
for
shots?
PBD here.
They have TBs.
Yeah, Puck is coming in. They're gonna back out, even though...
Oh, okay. Let's back it off here.
It's because it's a second TP.
Yeah. Universe has Chrono, but he doesn't have a TB scroll. He's trying to get a solo
I think
kill on
he TP'd up
Matumba
top.
Man
He was jumping for
Slark,
Matumba Man. Can he blink away? That's a Chrono kill.
Yeah. And doesn't deal that much damage, but in the end he's gonna go down. Zai with the Zai. The ult is secure, gonna do it.
I think you have to do that in that case. Like fire everything at Slark to
Yeah.
make sure he's dead. Because if that Chronosphere runs out,
For sure,
he's definitely getting away. Like.
for sure. So, very big pickoff there, but after losing that fight so convincingly in their own jungle as well, EG now, sure they're 11 to 8, but there's a thing to be said about later kills being worth more.
Yeah.
And 4SE just picked up 4 kills there.
If you look at what four anchors were doing, they were actually like aggressively diving PPD at bottom mid. And then Universe is like, okay, if there are other supports at bottom, I'm gonna aggressively go into the jungle with Mask and Madness on. And it finds the Slark. Like it's really smart play.
Yeah, it is. It is. Trixie opting to go for the refresher build as well. Nothing surprising really. When you have refresher and your mana boost, you're pretty much set on.
I wonder if it's worth going for a pipe early. Because if you look at the composition of EG's damage output, like voice bashes, that's a magical, right? Damage output. Same thing with ET spell, same thing with Puck spell.
Yeah, and the plasma field. There is a lot of magic damage that you don't really think about. And even the Fiend script is magical, but...
and you're facing against the aura, so I feel
sure.
like having any extra bit of resistance would help.
And Matumba Man walking by a ward here, he finds it in the end, I think. Not sure if he noticed.
Mid lane looking to initiate here from 4AFC.
Okay, he knows exactly where the ward is, and they're gonna get it dewarded.
But that ward's been up for a long time, though.
Yeah.
So.
It must be kind of handy being a support on 4 anchors. Like.
Yeah. Well, I think Pipe is a good item here.
Oh, it looks like we have a jump in the river, but
just a miss. To answer your question, Ruby, the Pipe would be a good item, but there's always something else that you want more, and I think that's the main issue in many games with Pipe.
True. Refresher probably more game breaking.
It's a pretty good item, and you want to get it as early as possible so the BKBs don't come out.
Yeah, and the gold cost is not even that big difference between a refresher and a pipe, and then it's easy to say which is gonna have the bigger impact for Trixie.
Talking about BKBs, Universe is only like 200 gold away from his.
Universe is gonna turn into the real
Radiant's
carry, I think, but
bottom tower is under
also
attack.
RTZ playing his iconic Razor, and he almost has the Aghanims now. Once you have level 16 as he does and hit the Aghanims, you deal tremendous damage.
I can see Arteezy just going up high ground with Aghanims on, and then Universe just sitting behind them. And
Yeah.
like there's very
siege.
little you can do against that siege.
The siege push is definitely there for EG. When you look at their lineup at first, you're like, oh, they don't have any push, but definitely Razor is all you need to take a tier 3 mid. They're trying with an ulti here. Maybe just put this and go out.
Bro, Shrike's gonna miss. Hoyer
He
has
has
been
haste.
used.
He can go on Trixie, it's risky.
Okay, so that's 2 ultis down, and for
Dire's
ASC,
middle
pretty
tower
happy. They
is
want to
under
take the fight
attack.
now if they can. The 2 ultis are down.
Well, actually, it's EG aggressively looking to play in the mid lane.
Yeah, seems for ASC gonna back out as they saw everyone walk in with their
Dire's
ward.
middle tower is under attack.
Oh, here comes
Oh.
a jump in.
Yeah, very
Radiant's
aggressive.
Universe
top
is just
tower
not
is
afraid.
under attack.
He has BKB now, like they have very little damage.
Well, he knows that his ulti is the delete computer spell right now. Like, whoever gets caught in it is most likely just gonna die to the right click from Void himself.
And he's wrecking the show.
Yeah, and he actually tearing apart the stage. And how are your fingers doing, man? You okay? Nice. So the game has kind of slowed down, but we also saw what kind of a big fight you can have out of nowhere when the aggression does turn up with 4AC going into the empty jungle. But I think they're fine with the pace.
Yeah.
They really want to complete this Scotty, and they're just 200 gold away now.
Matumba Man's
Actually,
score is quite
I feel very doubtful about 4ASC's ability to use gold. And sorry, Shane, I just totally cut you
it's
off.
alright.
You said this last game as well, though. I don't trust you.
Just Loomis things.
I mean-
Non-believer.
Last game didn't go late game, right? And not late game at the rate that this game is going. Like, Universe is farming insanely well. Razor is farming
So
insanely
do you think
well.
that this is gonna turn up the heat though quite soon,
Okay.
especially with the smoke? I think it's just a matter of trying to get your current items. Oh, they're going into this?
Swap's gonna come out. Universe BKB jumps in. That's a 2-9 Chrono. Boogie will be deleted right from the get-go. Damage being stolen from Valak, so he's actually useless. Immediate buyback from
One
Boogie.
ulti by Zine.
Okay, Matumba Man is able to actually do nothing. He gets spoiled. He needs to jump away.
Still no
So
Ravage.
that's 3 kills, a buyback. Might be actually more to see him. The Clap's gonna come through. They earn him up as well. He jumps further in, TP out. Yule Scepter! The sight is real here. He could keep blinking, but he's actually just trapped in there. In fact, he needs to fight Fear now. Man fight. Fear might win this one.
It was pretty close.
He does win it.
Yeah.
He does win it in the end. So that was very, very aggressive by Jax to go in, because they were pretty split up. Only 3 of them were really sitting on that side, where the others ran around the Ancients and everything. So
I kind of like that about 4 anchors though. They always want to fight. Like they're really, really good at skirmishes. Like
yeah, but it's also gonna punish you sometimes. Another Yule Scepter, of course, on ET, trying to get a setup here on Ruby Razor. Is it close enough? Yes.
oh, they still have Ravage, but I don't think you want to use it for another Titan.
Well, I think Elder Titan's gonna get Gush and Anchored, and that would be it.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
Meanwhile, Jarek's giving chase to Arteezy.
He has Force. Oh, he went the wrong way. The nighttime vision, stopping his pursuit.
Do you think this is BKB or Aghanims for the tanking?
Dire's top tower
There are
is
2
under
Yule
attack.
Scepters, so there's quite a bit of disable, but there's also a lot of stuff that goes through your BKB. Maybe just Aghanims and try to get the big
Dire's
epicenter
top
to win
tower
the game
is
kind
under
of thing.
attack.
However, I do like the Yule Scepter build a little bit more. Yule Scepter, Gold Scepter, like
I
just-
think if he was going to go Aghanims, he'd probably get Veil first, because of Skyrath and like they already have a decent amount of life.
Going behind here.
But it's a big. Here comes all the spell, but you know Sanky's gonna be coming in soon. Where is the Sanky? Sanky has to burrow universe, and he's actually out of here. That might actually be it.
Actually do that?
He does not.
Like literally. As Andy
Well, he
said.
got linked up by the Razor, so
Yeah.
a couple of bad fights for 4ASC. They lost, you know, an entire team. Boogie was forced to buy back, and he died again there.
I mean, it's the damage stealing lineup, right? You just enfeeble someone and static link him, and it's like, yeah, you can heal our team if you punch us, maybe. You know, hopefully.
That should actually be a thing.
That would be a thing. Would you be against that, Andy?
Must heal.
Must heal. So Jarek's just trying to help his team a little bit here on bottom, but there are
Dire's
creeps
bottom
with
tower
this
is
push.
under attack.
So tower should probably be going down. Viper still 25
Dire's
seconds
structures are
dead.
fortified.
Holy crap. Maelstrom finished on Void as well. This is getting scary.
Yeah, the Void can definitely solo kill people. And
Finally, Matin finishes his scatting though.
yeah. He didn't have it in that fight that they went for as well. He was actually 100 gold away
Dire's
from it
bottom
as they
tower
went
is
in
under
with
attack.
the tanking. That's why I got so surprised that they went overly aggressive.
It's just like,
Backdoor
we don't need
Legion,
creep wave,
whatever.
man. It's okay.
Yeah.
Dire's
don't
bottom
care.
tower has fallen.
Razor ulti is a very good spell for pushing.
And Fear just always sitting beside them, ready to initiate at any time.
You know, the impressive thing is that 4ASC is able to keep up with gold despite being down so many towers, but I think the balance is soon to be tipped. This 5k goalie, I see it persisting because 4ASC cannot find those fights where they, you know, gets a 3-man epicenter.
Yeah, I think not just persisting, it might even, you know, get even worse
Look-
for AFC.
This team fight that's gonna happen bottom.
This
Look at
ward
the
for
amount
EGZ
of
is doing
ward.
so much.
Radiant's
Yeah.
middle tower is under attack.
Look how aggressive 4 anchors ward there as well. Like they see
Radiant
everything.
structures are fortified.
Yeah, and RTZ doesn't have TP for 30 seconds. He called it from the top lane, so he wants his team to be defensive here as well.
EG needs to back right now. They saw the TP out from Void, and that's the only thing that's keeping them safe, I think.
Yeah.
Dire's
Void does
top
not have a
tower
TP or
is under
anything. They
attack.
need to run away.
Jarex
They
is-
cannot stay down here.
Jirax gets found.
EG, you're out of position right now. This is dangerous.
Alright, they're gonna come right in. They're gonna Ravage. Only gets one. PPD gets deleted, and now the support Zai in a little bit of trouble as well. He's gonna drop his ultimate, but he's gonna get right click down so fast. But Tumberland
Void
eats
coming
a
in.
big ultimate. Here comes the Void on the back line here, but how many are they gonna lose? Void is gonna just click down one. Chronos Trixie.
Oh no, Fear.
A lot of ultimates being used just for one. Here comes Epicenter, like you said, and they're gonna try to burn down Universe, but he's very, very tanky despite of that Jirax dies. Where's Matumba Man on all of this?
He backed out quite far and ran. And even the Yule Scepter now catching Valix. Is Valix going to go down as well? I think he is. Double Yule Scepter even to keep him still here. A lot of control coming out from EG.
EG handily winning these fights. Sure, it was a Zai buyback, but the most important thing is there is no towers for 4ASC.
Yeah, the towers are not there, and then you really fall behind in golds. It's very difficult to play. They are closing up on the refresher on Tide. I think they need it.
What's different about like the team that Four Anchors picked for Slark this game? Like they picked Viper. They didn't pick Viper that often with him before, didn't they? No.
Well, they had it last game.
Together with Slark? No,
Yeah.
they have picked Viper with Slark quite a bit before.
Was it the Tide then? Like,
But I think the bigger difference is probably having the... When they play Tide Sanking, I think they have played AM a little bit more.
yeah.
And for Centaur, they value the Slark really high. They always value the Slark though, so...
I think the problem with this 4ASC lineup is the fact that they don't have enough burst. Like, what the Slark lineup is really good at is get a target killed, move on to the target, and then the next.
Yeah.
And having Centaur to burst one down, stampede your team to chase for more is very, very good. Now, you might argue that Sanking does the same for the team, but Sanking is mostly used as kind of like a... Well, I let my team initiate, and then I come back in with the epicenter to do the like the afterburst.
They do have Basher now though, completed up on the Slark, and this has been the turning point in many games where we have seen Slark play.
I feel like that's not enough.
Yeah, it might not be.
They have EG have so many cores that have,
How are you gonna solve the universe
Dire's middle
problem?
tower is under attack.
I don't know.
It's very hard to deal
Gets
with.
coiled up, he's gonna burrow, but he's dead. Easy grip.
Easy grip, and Universe says thank you, I will take that. Meanwhile, Slark running into Razor, trying to play aggressively here.
I mean, Razor, as soon as he sees him, just links and just runs, and that's it.
Yeah, he has Refresher on RTZ,
It's
by the way.
ridiculous. So double BKB, double ultimate.
Yeah. So the 7 and 6 second BKB charge,
Can you static link two people at the same time?
you can only get damage, like your total damage can only be
The
the
certain amount,
same.
the maximum.
Yeah, but I think you might be able to drain from 2 people at once and gain the same total. I'm not sure, I haven't played around with that mechanic. Either way, I imagine you could probably lower 2 people's damage, but you won't get more yourself.
That's exactly how it works.
Radiant's bottom
Loomis,
tower
knowing
is
the
under
answer,
attack.
just not saying anything.
Oh, the tower's not even gonna get picked by Matamba Man. The tower deny comes through. Matamba Man jumps away. He's gonna get hit. They see him somehow.
They have so good
He's
spells for
dead.
keeping vision as well.
Can he blink after the
He could, if they don't damage him.
Yulson? He should be able to blink.
Look at the control these 2 heroes give.
Just
They have
straight up
another
TP.
heroes on fear.
Oh,
the
they
vision.
couldn't stop the Shadow Dance TP out. So even with all that control, pretty hard hero to bring down.
Well, he was in the trees, like really deep in the trees.
They had all the vision in the trees though, with the orb and with the spirit being there. But nice getaway from Matumba Man.
Both hero misses except
mid.
Universe. He's got the second shot, and yeah, Universe not taking any damage under his BKB. They're gonna try to go on him, but he's fine. Are they gonna turn around with the grip? Here comes a nightmare.
3 seconds
He
off
needed the
cooldown.
spell.
He doesn't have grip, now he has it online. And seems that we're just gonna see a walk away from the Finnish team.
They got one.
Oh, they want to go aggressive. They actually burst down the Bane
Dire's
and take his
bottom
gem.
tower is
That's
under
an
attack.
amazing item
Pretty
to have
big,
on
but
your
look
squad.
at
Dire's
Arteezy.
structures
Okay,
are
bottom has to be defended.
Yeah. That's a double ult.
Oh
Okay,
my
Boogie.
God. That
Come again,
damage.
who's next? They're gonna try to focus him on Matamba Man. He cannot join the fight because they were just kind of distracting them. And it's
Okay.
Arteezy,
Dire's
Objective
bottom
Gaming
tower
on the
has
bottom
fallen.
side. Here comes a flank from the left side. It's gonna be Matamba Man coming in.
the
Immediate
Shadow
Shadow
Dance.
Dance. He doesn't do damage quickly enough, but the Eye of Storm is ending fairly soon.
Yeah, can they keep chasing here or do they have to back? There's no Void ulti. Maybe they can catch and kill anything, but there's so many elusive heroes on EG.
Coil's gonna get used, and that's a clap. He's gonna just TP out. EG not losing
Nice.
anybody.
You snooze, you lose.
Yes, you lose. Wow, what a getaway, really.
Well,
Here we have Universe
Matamba Man
farming.
once more. He jumps away. He's got blink.
Universe
No,
is
he
so
doesn't.
fast.
Yeah, need to be careful about how you use your Dark Pact, because if you use it, you can't blink.
Yeah.
So
It's self-damage counts as well. Yeah.
Self-damage does stop your blink.
You know, when I see a perfect Dota game, I feel like when you don't lose any towers and you don't lose a Roshan, it's as close to a perfect game as possible.
Yeah.
Obviously, giving away kills is not perfect, but
Yeah.
I think it's easier
true.
to get kills than towers.
Yeah.
Or sorry, the other way around. So protecting your towers is like godly, and
It's
he's playing a godly game right now.
Just something you forget about when you play Bubs. Oh, the stun.
Okay, he's gonna
Yeah.
dispel
They're
that.
gonna get this Roshan though, and with the Aegis on to start now, maybe this is the time, you know? They have to go now because you saw what one siege on bottom did with just Arteezy being there. At the very least, his BKB is down to a 6-second charge now, which is fairly low. But that's really me stretching and trying to find some good things here for.
He always has
for
refresher
ASC.
as well, so even at the lowest, it should be 5-second BKB. Look.
Yeah.
Unless
exactly.
he uses,
five times twos.
Yeah.
Times two. Yeah.
unless he uses the ultis like one after another, which is what he did bottom actually.
That is very true. I like that they managed to steal the gem though. Having the gem now onto Sanking is going to help them a little bit with the easier D-wards as well. Mid. It's so dangerous though. If Universe lands one good chrono here, the entire game could be over.
Yeah, basically the one good chrono has to equate to good Ravage.
Yeah.
Like you have to just disable the entire team.
Refresher is completed on Tide, so of course this is a good timing. Aegis, Refresher, but you have to find the right opening as well. And every single hero, apart from maybe the Bane, are so hard to kill.
Yeah.
Hex on Puck, Dual Scepter on Puck, and Elder Titan.
Yeah.
And Razor and Void are just, you know, they're tough heroes.
Zai is also level 16 as well, so even if Slark ultis, like Shadow Dances, in the Chronosphere, that ulti is going to do so much damage to him.
Stark is looking aggressively in the jungle here.
Can't-
Oh, he's
like-
predicting a jump, maybe?
Hex is also
Dyer's
finished on
middle
Fear,
tower falls
that'll help
under
again with the Slark. And he's going Ultimate Orb. Is he getting a Linken's on Fear?
Oh, yeah.
I guess for the silence?
Probably a Lincoln, yeah. It's not bad because then the Super Basher cannot
True,
be used to kill him as well. Because you have to plan ahead. The Super Basher is almost completed on Stark. Amazed at how well he keeps up in farm even in a game like this. And same thing for Valix. A lot of Viper players just fall off really hard in
Well,
farm.
he's got a Midas.
Yeah, but 231 CS is the more impressive part. Like just being able to stay on top of farms as well.
You have no, like, flash farm ability as
Exactly,
well.
so you have to spend a lot of time just clicking the creatures.
Literally, like, it takes ages.
Actually farm.
Manta will be Viper's next item.
Like, it's pretty good against the silence from Puck.
Yeah, it's just like
Yeah.
stats damage,
Stats damage, yeah.
attack speed, movement speed.
Yeah, it does give decent damage output, and
Is it the correct item?
yeah, I think so. Also, even your illusions have the corrosive skin, if I'm not
That's
correct.
true.
Incorrect.
I think this game revolves around Universe. If Universe gets jumped,
The Abyssal Blade pickoff
he
attempt.
jumped the wrong way.
They're pinging the small camp, but they're
okay,
not
they
going
need
there.
sight on him. They
He's
need
pretty
sight on him.
quick.
He's got BKB. Abyssal has to be the only one. He jumps away. BKB is
They can
used.
catch him, though.
Well, there's Abyssal Blade. The
He still has
BKB
chrono.
needs to
BKB
end.
is gone.
He chronos and he does a good runaway. But he's still slowed down.
Oh, yeah.
The rest of
What
EG,
did it?
wow, he got to run away. He cannot. All right, big pick off.
Massive pickoff.
Huge.
Yeah.
The thing is, look at top. You cannot push.
Yeah,
Or
you're not
else he
gonna
has to
get-
back off.
You're not gonna get an objective for it, so back to base they go.
Where's that TZ? He's hanging in the middle. He wants to kill as well.
Yeah. And Stark is looking for more. Can he
Radiant's
find?
middle tower
He's going
is
for a
under
mid tower
attack.
actually.
Yeah, why not backdoor
Radiant
it? Force out
structures
glyph.
are fortified.
I mean, it's so easy for him to do that. You can come back in and do it.
Yeah, he just turns around now in a second.
Yeah, with Void being dead, you might be able to try again. But he has been shut down before by PPD as well from his Bane.
Radiant's
So
middle tower
credit to
has been denied.
PPD since it's so hard to play Bane against Stark.
When I watched DG in the
Radiant's
past, like
bottom
even if
tower
PPD
is
is
under
playing
attack.
like an Earth Checker, he won't get like a Blink Dagger until like 40 minutes into the game.
Oh, mid Zai.
He's,
Mid is.
He's got Yules. He should be fine.
he's also very
I
fast.
hear Matumba Man upset about his pounds missing.
Like, do you think prioritizing Bane's farm in this game and getting him a Blink Dagger just so he can jump the Slark with the ultimate is...
No, PPD in all of the EG victories, like they could be up 30k net worth.
And he'll
he
have
has like
nothing.
current.
Yes.
That's it.
But
He is the
that's
most
because
sacrificial.
Look at the sentries as well. Like they're just always trying to drop wards everywhere and stay on top of their game. Even against a Slark with a gem on Sanking, they're still trying to, you know, play the ward war.
Okay, so if you put a sentry ward on the ground, it doesn't give you any vision if you're...
For a slight period of time. Right when you drop it, it gives vision, but not after a few seconds.
Does that... It doesn't proc Slark's Dark Pact?
No.
Or not as Dark Pact, as Shadow Dance, no?
No.
You could see the
Dyer's
difference it
middle
makes, like
tower
even
is
this
under
late in the
attack.
game, once the T1s are starting to be
Dyer's
down, the map
structures
opens a
are
bit more. That slug is running a lot more
Radiant's top
rampant.
tower is under
EG are
attack.
also doing a good job at dodging
Dyer's
the
middle tower
Aegis,
is
and
under
they
attack.
know right now they cannot have it.
Radiant structures are
We got the
fortified.
BKB, and he'll have to pop it right then and there.
Universe is coming close. Need to be careful here. Valix might get caught out.
Oh, the coil breaks against Alex. Alex is dead, right? The Ravage actually, he didn't blink. Trixie, rare mistake. He gets Chrono, so no refresher. I wonder if he has buyback. Looks like he doesn't.
Radiant's bottom tower
Yeah, this is high ground. The second ultimate's gonna come in. Meanwhile, Matumba Man for the high ground. He's gonna get one. Needs a big ET ultimate. Is he gonna get grip? I'm not sure. He needs to jump down as well. Nightmare finds him up there.
Yeah, the pressure on mid though. Look at the Rex. They're
Yeah, they're just saying, Matumba Man, you can't ever get back from base. Here comes a buyback from Trixie. Drops a Ravage. Epicenter. It's gonna come through. They have the damage. Matumba Man gets off the high ground. Finally gets a kill on Arteezy.
They only lost range racks. It's not that big of a deal, to be honest.
But look
and
at the
they managed to
waves.
get kills.
It's all shoved in. They need to push fast.
Yeah, the side lanes are in their favor, so they can go down the mid lane. And
What kind
this
of
is
push
a good
do they have?
opening.
They get a tier 2, I guess.
They
Yeah.
still have buyback on
They get a
Void.
tier 2, and if EG are not disciplined here, they might die, and then that could be high ground as well. But those kills gave a lot of gold back and experience back to the Finnish
Radiant's
players.
middle tower is under attack.
Backdoor region, trolling the Finn sack.
They only need 40 seconds. It's not like... Is it enough time?
Can we see how much stat the Slark stole
Radiant
in that
structures
fight?
are
Or not much, so
fortified.
he's not really hitting that hard.
Yeah, he really only killed the Elder Titan first, and
Radiant's
then
middle
was the
tower
Titan
has fallen.
sanking,
Right.
making the play on mid.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Okay, so when Void lives, he is gonna have the Chronosphere. You have to be careful, not overcommitting here, but this is a very aggressive team as well.
Ooh,
They're
ballsy.
just messing with them as well, and there's gonna be a clap coming in.
Might back out now.
Yeah.
That was enough damage, I think.
Because a coil could just buy enough time for the Void to come in. Rexy a little bit late here.
Oh, jumping in, Matumba Man does go on PPD and kills him.
Abyssal is down though,
Careful,
so they
Chrono.
don't have a weapon. Here comes a Chrono. Matumba Man walks into it. They need any way to actually keep them alive. Valak's gonna get burned down. Oh my goodness, the
Oh
Hex
my
and
God,
the
Universe.
Earth Splitter burns them down.
Yeah,
This
they're
could be
gonna catch
it.
him as well. Trixie is gonna stay and die here. Not buyback available. 85 seconds on everyone here.
Holy crap. Universe finishes his Aghanims and just charges up middle.
They do have one buyback available, but Viper does not have a buyback.
All right, they're
And
actually
Sacred
sanking
Hive.
things, but I'm not sure if this matters. He might actually even die. That was Jerax. Not sure if he was in the right position. The clap,
Yeah.
the damage.
Ooh, and
Yeah.
gem down as well.
I think he realized that if they get to their base, you're gonna go down. That was a very fun little sound that Jax made. He realized he was gonna go down there.
Barracks are under attack.
Matumba Man is alive, but it's really only him and Boogie against the world right now.
All right, here we go. Matumba Man gets away about half of the universe's health, but it's more about Arteezy now. He's got the double ult soon.
Yeah. It's going on the racks and just hitting so hard.
There's nothing they can do about this at all. They have to try and fight with one rack.
You have to
Dyer's
accept
bottom
that you're
barracks
gonna be
has fallen.
down
Dyer's
2
bottom
lanes,
barracks
but
has
there's still a
fallen.
half a minute on the respawn timer. Are they gonna try and go down as well?
just
Yeah,
refresh.
refresh.
Yeah.
Here we go. I mean, the Chronosphere's back up soon too, and this is an Axe Chrono.
Yeah. Oh god, he still has the Iron
He's
Fist.
fighting right now, but Chrono's back up
Chrono.
soon. Universe needs to be super fast. She jumps away. Meanwhile, Arteezy still plinking away. Links up Matumba Man, force him back.
There's no way
The
to
Hex
stop this.
gets dispelled, and that's gonna be Mega Creeps.
Mega
Dyer's
creeps
top
are secured,
barracks
but they
has
still
fallen.
feel like we can try one last fight here. Gonna try going on Arteezy.
Arteezy, they're way too tanky for this.
Yeah.
Behind Chrono is back up. He jumps away, breaks the link. That's GG.
That is definitely they're trying to do what they can.
Double ravage!
Getting the channel, even a flying fear. There's no eye up in there, right there. They're catching it. But in the end, well played by ET, managing to win against this renowned Slark. Ooh. We kind of him out and they keep on playing here. Buybacks are going and players are dying in the enemy base, but I don't think they have the lineup that can deal with Megas ever. So
Well, they do have a Sand King. Can kill some creeps.
not actually that fast though. We might see the game keep going for a little bit here, but it is
Oh, Jerax with a nice stun on Fear.
the desperate situation.
Never stop.
Dyer's
Never
middle
give up.
tower has fallen.
Sandstorm doing some work. Dual Scepter.
Dyer's middle
That Sandstorm
tower
has a 70-second
fallen.
channel time, so he could wait, but in fact, it's Bear getting out of there way quicker.
Oh,
Yeah,
Right.
the downtown channel. Meanwhile, Trixie
Dyer's
defending,
ancient
and
is
they want to
under
get this
attack.
kill. Jerax does not want to give up, and
He's got orb.
this is why it's hard to kill a puck, guys.
And he'll TP out. Enough of that
Dyer's
circus
Anchor
stuff.
Smash is
Ancient
actually
is
the
under
best spell in the
attack.
game.
Well, look at
I mean,
Trixie.
still
He's
dying.
also going
We
out.
hear Trixie. well. He smiles over to the caster desk and
is under
realizes I cannot do more than that.
evil.
Universal Void is like, it's unstoppable.
Yeah.
He got first blood on it as well.
The dual off lane as well, because they realized alone he would probably not be able to do anything on that lane.
Right.
But so smart putting Zai up there, just making it a little bit easier for him to get something on the lane. Getting the first